City Methodist Church in Gary, Indiana, was a monument to religion, architecture, and excess. The enormous English Gothic church, built for the equivalent today of almost $10 million, opened in 1926 to great fanfare. But the financial burden to maintain such an opulent building was an ongoing problem for its leadership. And, after reaching a peak membership exceeding 3,000 in the 1950s, attendance declined to approximately 100 by 1975, causing the church to close its doors forever. Join me, along with fellow explorers Phreaktography and Rhythm Rider, as we investigate the ruins of City Methodist Church and go exploring past the present future. We're going to do a walkthrough of City Methodist Church in Gary, Indiana. It's an overcast, rainy morning, so things are quite dark in here. Guys are already in here shooting. Let's have a look at the sanctuary. Duck. It's only a matter of time before that last bit of roof gives out, and then the entire sanctuary is exposed. So moving on over to the areas that aren't as often photographed. Got our heavily decayed and decrepit staircase here. I'm gonna go up a different one, not this one. Former fireplace. Although it's dark, I might use my light. It's not that dark, but dark enough. It's probably okay for the video. Most of what you're going to see here is brick, ruins, plaster, and because of today, a lot of dripping water everywhere. I've never been in here with any sort of weather. At least the precipitant kind, so might have to pause and take a few photos here and there. We got Phreaktography over in the other room doing his thing. Let's have a quick look here in what was the auditorium. Tried to stay out of his shot.
This is nice. The light coming through these windows.
Yeah. Heavily decayed. You can see the steel beams through the plaster there and netting. No hope left for this building. Gonna climb up these stairs for a second. Yeah, a lot of good light. It's harsh, but lights the room up quite nice. A lot of nice decorative detail on the balcony here. Of course, it's hard to really see a lot of it with this decay, but it's not bad. Let's go a step behind here. Yeah, there's just debris everywhere. Boards, mud, decay, and a lot of wet boards now. Not as much graffiti as you would expect, but still a healthy amount. Here's the remnants of the extended stage. The back wall there. The Hand of Doom, something like that. So I think I'm gonna go up there. Let's have a look upstairs. Well, let's take a peek outside first. It's really just the back alley. Chipped windows. Let's go up. Let's go up and see what we see. WTF life. All right. So holes everywhere. Although the structure is still relatively safe to walk around. Or relatively not harmful to walk around. Depends on how you view it. Let's have a quick look up here. See footprints from the guys in the slushy, mushy mud. This would have been a projector room of some kind. It's obviously clearly empty. Not much to it. Let's take a quick step in. Also have to be concerned about soft floors in these places, especially one like this. Let's have a look on the other side of the door here. This will give us another view. Oh, got to squeeze a little bit. Sorry about the shaky cam. Got a nice view from the upper corner here, looking down on the rest of the auditorium. It's small, but it would have been very impressive back in its day. A lot of the architectural stylings are just not there to really view in any sort of way anymore, unfortunately. But this gives you an idea of what it might have been like back in the day. All right, let's go down and check out the other corridors. Careful. Now, while people generally don't care about anyone being in here, it's still better to be ninja-esque and act like you're not here. Former light fixture. So this passageway, this tunnel, it's not really a tunnel, but the passageway leads to all sorts of different perspectives of the building here. Let's go up here. I don't think I've ever actually gone up these stairs. During previous visits. Yeah, I don't recall coming up here. what this building was, of course, was a church, a grand church, built with an enormous amount of money to create this enormous architecture. Here's an overview of the sanctuary quickly. I'm not going to walk out there for obvious reasons. But here's your high-level view of the sanctuary. I can hear the guys down there taking photos still. Yeah, so this building was never really filled. So it was this massive cavernous building filled with the sanctuary, the church areas, and there was, of course, a school section, which we'll get to shortly. It's just over there in front to the left. And really, it was a massive waste of money. I'm getting dripped on here. Sorry about the shake. A monstrous waste of money. You know, that's a personal opinion, I suppose. Depends on your perspective on these things. The architecture is incredible. It may not look like it now, but when it was an active building, it was incredible to see. But what we have in front of us here is ruins that were almost inevitable from the beginning of the construction. Ambitious ideas with a bad set of economic plans usually end up giving us what we see here. And then, you know, you factor in the decline of religion. That's another side of it, of course. And this section over here was for education, the school. Damaged over the years by fires and natural decay. It's very intense. This was the former washroom. You can see remnants of a toilet down there. Pretty smashed up. I'm surprised some of the pipes are still on the wall. Scrappers haven't gotten to them yet. But yeah, seriously decayed stairs. Rust everywhere from the being exposed to the elements. So not to give away any spoilers, but I've always kind of enjoyed photographing this hallway. Sometimes when there's a good sunset, the western light, which would be on our left here, would be coming through and creating really interesting light play amongst these doors. And there really isn't too much in here, but sometimes you get a chair and a desk and remnants of what was. But for all intents and purposes, this place is really beyond trashed, beyond decay. It's just a shell. And it's too expensive to tear down, at least at the moment. And it's a bit of an icon for the city, and has been for several decades now. Much like Michigan Central Station was for Detroit for so many years, except there's no way they're saving this building. Maybe they could do something with the facade and build around it, but I don't even think the economy could withstand or support anything like that. I'll go down and check out the lower layer now. Lower layer? Lower level. Employees must wash their hands. Thanks. Okay. I think I'll walk back, find the guys, and wrap up the video. There's really not much else to show here without being super redundant. Yeah. So there are some holes in the floor, in this, well, technically I guess in the ceiling, looking down to the lower level of that ceiling. Swiss cheese. Lots and lots of decaying holes. Very decrepit building. Let's go see where the guys are.
What is up, guys?
There's one. What is up? There's some attempts at boarding the place up over time. Futile as it might seem. Here's that lower level of the stairs I was just at. I mean, there's just not much to look at. You can sort of see it, in the distance there anyway. Well, let's go have a look. That's what we're here for. Got a basement level there. I don't think I've ever taken those stairs. I might skip it just because there's nothing too interesting down there. Or I'll go down the other way. How about that? So here's one room. It's a joining room, just trashed. Clothes and things around. Perhaps homeless has been sleeping here over the years. Well, definitely. But let's go find the other stairs and go down and have a look there. Here's the stairs that lead to the lowest level, otherwise known as the basement. Well, we're not going to get too far. At least not while I have my hands full. So I need to traverse that board. And there's really nothing down there. Let's go back up into the main sanctuary for a second. Light's getting a little better. Might get a nicer view.
What's up, guys?
Look at me being all artsy. Now you can tell I'm a film photographer.
I'm tossing the what is up guys through the
Yeah.
whatever that's called.
What is up? Hole in the mesh. The non-protective mesh. It's much brighter in here now. This looks interesting with the rainwater. I'll pan up. Here's an alternate view of the sanctuary. Usually people shoot it from over there, pointing this way. But for now, let's have a look from here. Pan up. Not much holding that roof together still. Pan down. Let's have a look at the detail here in the walkway, in the path. A lot of nice intricate tiles interspersed throughout the stonework here. Brickwork, stonework. Let's take a look at the drier one here. I'm sure there's some symbolic meaning to all of these, but for the moment, I do not know what that is. Something we were just talking about is this netting up above us, holding all this debris that is collapsing from the ceiling. It's holding, but it's not very safe looking. All right, so everyone gets to see what it looks like with a drone in the air and the views from the drone. However, here's what you don't get to see behind the scenes, the setup. It takes approximately 38.3 minutes to do this, or so it feels for the people preparing their drones. Because you got to pack your gear away, then pull up the drone, unbox the drone. And the worst part is you have to deal with your phone case, which never comes off easily.
There we go. Like I'm racing to get this thing done too. What the hell's going on?
It's like unboxing every time.
It is.
Yeah.
Got to put the joysticks on. Don't forget the joysticks.
Yeah. I can't recall seeing drone footage in here. I'm sure it's been done, but
We
go. Oh, birds are not impressed.
Trying to update my home point so it doesn't take off on me again.
Yeah, we'd like to keep it within the same block this time.
Yeah, it failed. It won't update my home point. Is that you or me? Oh.
Dueling drones.
Do you have a GPS issues?
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't get up any higher than this.
Oh, really? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they're struggling.
That's it. That's as high as we'll go.
Ah.
I'll bring it back in.
City Methodist Church's future remains uncertain. The latest proposal from city officials in 2018 called for the sanctuary to be transformed into a tourism ruins garden. The church's remaining sections would be demolished.